Deuteronomy 3. Next we turned and headed to the land of Bashan, where the king of Og and his entire army attacked us at Edrei. But the Lord told me, "Do not be afraid for him. I will have given you victory over Og and his entire army. I will give you all his land. Treat him just as you treated King Sihon, the Amorites who ruled Heshbon." So the Lord our God handed King Og and all his people over to us. We killed them all. Not a single person survived. We conquered all 60 of his towns, the entire Agrog region of his kingdom in Bashan. Not a single town escaped our conquest. These towns were all fortified with high walls, barred gates. We took as many unwalled villages as the same time. We completely destroyed the kingdom of Bashan. We had destroyed the king Simon and Heshbon. We destroyed all the people in every town we conquered, men, women, children alike. But we kept all livestock for ourselves. We took and plundered all towns. So we took the land of the 2 Amorite kings, east of the Jordan River, and came from the way of the Amoran Gorge to the Mount Hermon. Mount Hermon is called by Sihon, the Simon domains, the Amorites, called Seir. We are now conquered of all cities in the plateau of Gilead. Bashan, as far as the towns in Succoth and Edrei, were part of the Og kings of the Bashan. King Og of Bashan was the last survivor of the giant Raphites. His bed was made of iron, and more so than 30 feet long and 60 feet wide. He was still seen near the Amoran city of Rabbah. When he took possession of the land he gave to the tribes of Rebu and Gad territory, behold, to the Aran, gorge plus half of the hill country of the Gilead towards the towns. Then I gave rest to Gilead, and all of Bashan Og's former kingdom, to half a tribe of Messiah. This entire Ob region Bashan used to be known to the land of the Raphites. Jar, leader of tribe in Manas, conquered all of the Aboard region, in Bashan all the way to the border of the Geshurites and the Mashites. The Jar named the region after himself, calling the town of Jer, and still known as up to this day. I gave Gilead the clan of Markai. But I also gave him Gilead to the tribes of Reuben and Gad, and the area I gave to extend to the middle of the Aran Gorge, to the south of Jabbok River, the Ammonite frontier. They'd also received Jordan Valley, away from the Sea of Galilee, down to the Dead Sea to the Jordan River, serving as a western boundary. To the east were the slopes of Passage. At that time I gave in command of the tribes that would now live east of the Jordan. Although the Lord your God has given you the landed property, all fighting men must cross the Jordan, ahead of the Israelites and relatives armed and ready to assist them. Your wives and children and numerous livestock, however, may stay behind in the towns I have given you. When the Lord has given a security to the rest of the Israelites as he is to you, he will occupy the land your God has given them across the Jordan River, and you may return here to this land I have given you. At this time I gave Joshua his charge. You have seen yourself everything the Lord his God has done to these 2 kings. He will do the same to all kingdoms to the west side of the Jordan. Do not be afraid, for the nations there the Lord your God will fight for you. At that time I pleaded with the Lord and said, O sovereign Lord, for the only began to show the greatness and strength of your hand to me and your servants. Is there any God in heaven and on earth that can perform such great and mighty deeds as you? Please let me cross the Jordan as you see the wonderful land on the side of the beautiful hill country of the Lebanon mountains. But the Lord was angry because you would not listen to me. That is enough, he declared. Speak of it no more, but go to Pisgah Peak, and look for every direction you took to the good look. But you may not cross the Jordan River. Instead, commission Joshua to encourage and strengthen him, and he will lead your people across the Jordan. He will give them the land that you now see before you and their possessions. So we stayed in the valley near Bethapir.